Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Wahai Kadash Wakah. I want to give all double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace and blessing to you brothers out there that's kicking his word and sincerity truth. As you can see, we have another Edomite that's coming up against us. I watched about 36 minutes of the vid. About 20 minutes into it, he broke down a couple of scriptures wrong, and I wanted to address them. The biggest thing, well, before we start, I want to bring out this Isaiah 28 and 9, because it's very important that we when you're reading these scriptures, man, it's important to understand precepts, but it's very important to understand the full chapter and what that chapter is talking about, and how that if it goes into prophecy, how it correlates to the end times, and which is the times that we're living in now. You see what I'm saying? Because he brought out Zechariah 12 and also Ezekiel the 37th chapter, and to basically say that those Jews over there uh, are the Jews of the scriptures. Well, it says in the scriptures, when the Jews enter into their land again, there's supposed to be peace on the earth, and also Yahweh Shah is supposed to be ruling. You see, those Jews over there aren't the real Jews. Those so-called Jews over there aren't the real Jews. They're fake Jews. You see, that has taken over that land, and also has committed much atrocities in order to get that land. You see. So before I start, I want to get Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little and there a little. So when you're reading these scriptures, man, it's very important that you get the full understanding of what's being said, in that chapter. Not only precepts, because anybody could cherry pick these scriptures, man. You see, the first thing that he brought out was how Revelations 2 and 9 and 3 and 9 is talking about the church, and it's talking about actual Jews, which is correct. He's correct on that, man. On what he said, but due to Psalms 50 and 16, it says, "But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing that thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, thou consentest with them, and has been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue to framing deceit." That's right. So those people over there, those fake Jews, they took a hold of uh, the law, statute, commandments with deceit. You see, and they had nothing to do with these scriptures, man. You see, so now all the plagues that are in these scriptures apply to them. Let's keep reading. Let's see. Thou sittest and speak against thy brother, thou slandereth thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I have kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I would altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. That's right, man. So the Most High is gonna set these people in order. These people that took a hold of these scriptures that had nothing to do with the scriptures. So Revelations 2 and 9 and 3 and 9, in fact, do apply to those Jews over there, because they took a hold to the law, statute, and commandments, man. Okay? Another thing that he brought out is Ezekiel. Ezekiel 37. He brought out Ezekiel 37 because he said that that's the Jews being over there and getting that land in 1948 under the Balfour Agreement was the fulfillment of Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Well, that's incorrect. The reason why it's incorrect is because when the Jews enter into their land, it's supposed to be peace on planet Earth, man. You see? Let's read this whole chapter, you see, and get an understanding. Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there was very many in the open valley, and lo, there was they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. And who are those dry bones? Well, that was us. You know, before we knew that we were the true nation of Israel, you know, the man of our nations, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, we were dry bones. We thought that we were the proverbs and bywords that his people gave us, man. You know, we thought that we were black. You see what I'm saying? We thought that we were brown. We thought that we were Negroes. And all these are proverbs and bywords that his people has gave us. And he has a problem with what we're saying now because all we were supposed to be were niggas. And so now we're rising up, you see. We have the understanding of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see? And they came from what? Prophecy. Our elders, our apostles, you know what I'm saying, getting an understanding of these scriptures and prophesying. Again, he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh power unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And what is that breath? Well, that breath is the understanding of these scriptures, man, that Holy Ghost, man. You see? And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cast you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. That's right. So we began rising up, man. You know, and that's what you're seeing now. And that's why these people have a problem with it. That's why they call us black Hebrew Israelites. And it's very interesting that you had some I guess they was Indians and Elamites that had recently went into the land of Israel and claimed to be Israelites. And you know, you have people like this guy right here, they didn't have a problem with that. You know, I found that very interesting. But we know what time it is, man. You see, there's a deep embedded hatred that these people have for us, man. The Edomites have for us, man. You see, that is and it's spiritual. You see, it's very spiritual, man. You know, he like to call us, you know, violent. You know what I'm saying, racist. But his people has done nothing but that, man. You Christians, you see, when you read the comment boards, man, it's filled with racism, racist comments, man. These Edomites like to play the victim role, but they're the one who has caused nothing but strife among not only so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but shit, the whole world, man. You see, the whole entire world. But somehow, some way, he's the victim, right? Uh, Verse 9. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus said Yahweh power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. That's right, because we was in a dead state of mind, man. You know, Christians, Muslims, you know what I'm saying, Egyptologists, you see, all that is death, man. You see, and all that ultimately came from what? Our oppressive white supremacy. You see, you see. Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, and exceedingly great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. That's right. We were destroyed as a people, man. And still are. You know what I'm saying? We still in the process, you know what I'm saying, of obtaining that our full glory, man. And that's gonna happen when who the world called Jesus return, Yahweh shall return, which proves that those people over there aren't the nation of Israel, man, because they're supposed to get set up by Yahweh Shai, man, who the world called Jesus, man, and put in that land, not by backward agreement, man. Verse 12, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and give you and bring you into the house of Israel. That's right. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. And ye shall put my and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. That's right. The Most High is gonna put His spirit upon you, and that reminds me of what Jeremiah 31 and 31. How the covenants and laws, such commandments are gonna be written in the hearts of Israel. You see, and you don't see that over there, man. You see homosexuality running rampant over there. You see atheism running rampant over there, but you don't see the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah over there, man. You see? Verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I will and I shall place you in my own in your own land. Then shall ye know that I Yahweh have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahweh. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, that son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel its companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions. And they can't even name those who's the house of Israel and who's Judah over there, man. They don't know. They don't call themselves by that name, man. There's not one people over there, bro. They call themselves Ashkenazi Jews. He was scoffing at the fact that I guess this guy named Dell brought out the whole concept of Ashkenazi Jews. They call themselves Ashkenazi Jews, bro. Which really that's German Jews. You see, it's just damn near. Well, it's kind of like an oxymoron. You see, no such thing, no damn German Jew. It's just Jews and that's it, man. Or Israelites and that's it. It's like verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. And when the children of the people shall speak unto thee, saying, what thou wilt thou not show us what this meaneth by these? Say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the stick whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before thine eyes. That's right. That is showing that we're going to be that the nation of Israel will be all together. You know, what I'm saying the northern tribe and the southern tribe. And saying to them, thus said Yahweh power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king of them all. Hold up. One king shall be king of them all. Who is that king? Well, that king is who the world called Jesus, Yahweh Shah, man. And you have people over there in the land of Israel that don't even believe in Yahweh and who the world called Jesus and Yahweh Shah, man. So how does that work? How's that gonna work? That's a question that needs to be answered, man. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any other, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So 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 shall they be my people, and I will be their God. So they supposed to put away all detestable things and transgressions. Right now, and hopefully my computer will run, relatively slow. Quickly. I mean, gay parade in Tel Aviv. They have gay parades going on in this place, man. Oh, gay pride parades going on in Tel Aviv. Now, 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 how are these people, the nation of Israel, when they're promoting homosexuality? The gay pride is coming up. Tel Aviv Pride is the time of year when the city comes to life with vibrant colors, uh, beautiful people, and an atmosphere you can't ignore. Here's what it's about. Tel Aviv Pride 2018. Tel Aviv is a diverse city. We could click on it and go into it more, but it's just another point that the law, statute, commandments aren't written in the heart or the law, which means mind in the Hebrew, of those people over there, man. You see, they're sinning over there, man. They're transgressing the law. You see, and David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall all also walk in my judgment and observe my statutes and do them. And they're not doing that over there. They're not doing that over there. You see, they're committing all types of abominations over there. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servants David shall be their prince forever. Where's David? Where's David? Is that figurative? I don't know this guy's name. Is this figurative, sir? Because it's supposed to be King David is supposed to be prince unto them. The law, statutes, and commandments are supposed to be written in their hearts. You see? That's another cut. You see? Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. So it's supposed to be when the Israelites enter into that land, it's supposed to be nothing but peace over there, man. The Most High, the Most High, or who the world called God, it's supposed to be nothing but peace over there, man. You see? Now, you see what's going on in Israel. What's going on? War. Israeli in occupied Palestine. Israeli forces unlawfully killed Palestinians, civilians, including children, in both Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories, and detained thousands of Palestinians from the OPT who oppose Israel's continuing military occupation, holding hundreds in administrative detention. Torture and other ill treatment of detainees remained rife and was committed with impunity. The authorities continue to promote illegal settlement in the West Bank, including both attempting to retroactively legalize settlements built on private Palestinian land and severely restrict Palestine's freedom of movement, closing some areas after attacks by Palestinians on Israelis. Israeli forces continue to blockade the Gaza Strip, subjecting its population of 1.9 million to collective punishment and to demolish homes of Palestinians in the West Bank and of the been doing um, villagers in Israel's Negev Negev region, forcibly evicting residents. The authorities imprison conscious objectors to military services and detain and deport thousands of asylum seekers to from Africa. So what's going on over there right now? Well, you got nothing but war going over there. Israel has peace treaties with Palestinians, and they're violating those peace treaties, man. You see, that's that covenant of peace that's non-existent there. You have to explain it, sir. You have to explain it, sir. You see, because according to prophecy, it's supposed to be peace in that land. You ain't gonna need no damn contracts to implement that peace. The Lord power is gonna implement that peace. You see, my tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forever. You see, and you don't see that going on in there, man. You don't see that. Matter of fact, for more edification, because that's not the only scripture that shows that Israel is supposed to return to that land, man. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be peace when the Israelites enter into that land. Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Do you see that going on now? No, you do not. You do not see that going on. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take the captives who captures they were. Now, who were these Israelis under captivity under, sir? Can you explain that to me? The Germans? Well, they're Ashkenazi Jews. How can they be? Come on, man. It's incorrect. It's incorrect. And they shall take them captives who capture the word, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give them rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou hast made to serve. That didn't happen to those the so-called Jews over there. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Whoa, it's talking about the king of Babylon. You see, this is Isaiah talking about the king of Babylon, man. You see, and it ain't talking about the ancient Babylon. It's talking about the Babylon the Great. Where this guy, he says that Babylon is everywhere, and that's incorrect too. We're going to address that statement and say how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger, he persecuted and none hindered. That's talking about America, man. That is talking about America. They ain't talking about the Rome. Rome doesn't have any power now, bro. It's incorrect. the whole earth is at rest and is quiet, they break forth singing. That's right. So the whole earth is going to be at rest when the nation of Israel enter into Jerusalem, man. You see, everybody's going to be at rest. Everybody's going to be at peace. Yea, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Hell from beneath is removed from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as us? Art thou become alike unto us? And that's going into really the destruction of Babylon, man. You see, which is another topic, which really is a good segue, because this guy said that in Revelations, that 17th chapter, that um, uh, Babylon is everywhere, which that's incorrect. Babylon isn't everywhere. Babylon is a place. You see, Babylon the Great is America. You see, which we're gonna prove that he brought this out and he broke it down ridiculously wrong, man. You know, so let's start from the top. Let's start from the top, man. This is very important. Like as we once read in Ezekiel, the 28th chapter. Excuse me, I thought I had it back. It's still up. That line upon line, line upon line, precept upon precept. Here a little, there a little. You know, not cherry picking not cherry picking these scriptures, man, but having a full understanding of these scriptures, man. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's go to verse 1. Oh, and before I start, if you guys want to break down these of Revelations, the 17th chapter, the apostle and the elder here had brought it out, man. You see, and also Apostle Tahar had did a sit down on it last year. So all the notes that I'll be, Lord willing, bringing out will be from these two sit downs that the apostles and and the uh, the young elder had did, man. So let's go ahead and begin. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now he brought that out and said, okay, the many waters means that Babylon is everywhere. That's incorrect. We're going to break it down though. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. That great whore is Babylon the Great, which is America, man. You see, and all uh the fornication that is alluding to what it's talking about in verse 2. That's talking about the philosophy of America, man. You see, because with America, man, they push these other nations to allow homosexuality to enter into the nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 false balance with dealing with false waste, dealing with this the money system. You see, feminism. You see, democracy. You see, all that came from America, man. You see what I'm saying? So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, from full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, that woman that's sitting on that beast is America, and that 7 heads is NATO, and the 10 horns is the EU. You see, And it makes sense because who does the America use as his military might to get his policy and things of that nature pushed? It uses that NATO and the EU, man. You see? And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication, going back into that philosophy that we was talking about, man. You see? That's the Babylon the Great, man. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's right. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. That's right. So when John seen this woman, man, he seen the blood of the saints, us being destroyed over here, man. The transatlantic slaves, slavery, man. You see what I'm saying? Bringing us over here to killing us, man. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So when John saw this, man, he was in awe. You see? And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carriest her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name was not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and is yet. Now, that beast that was not and is yet, that's the Roman Empire, and it fell and rose again and became America, man. You see? You see? Verse 9, and here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7th head are 7 mountains on which the woman sit. The 7, that's that mountain that goes into different 7 kingdoms, man. You see what I'm saying? Because if you look up that word summit, definition, is the highest place of a hill or mountain, a meeting place, a meeting between the heads of a government. You see, so when you see in the scriptures it says mountain, most of the time it's really alluding to kingdoms, man. You see, and again that's going into natal. You see, and these are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must make continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. See, it's breaking itself down. Which hath received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And again, that's going into what's this the 5. Let's see here. Where we at? It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And that's going into basically 2 Peter 3 and 8, You know what I'm saying? One day is of 1,000 years um to the Most High, man. You know, and it's going up. Which, you know what, I'll make it as concise as possible because I ain't, again, I had already referenced to the elders, the two apostles. I just make it as concise as possible because I could name those 10 horns and 7 heads, but for time's sake, I'm just running uh through um this breakdown as concise as possible. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the whore. Actually, I actually skipped one. I skipped 5. Salakia. Actually, I'm at 14. No, 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. That's right. So they're all in agreement. The NATO and EU, they're all in agreement. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. That's right. So there's gonna be time come when Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus, returns, man. You're gonna have these nations, they're gonna try to rise up and fight against the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man, and they're gonna be destroyed. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. That's not saying that Babylon is everywhere, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's just saying that that whore had a rulership over many people. That's it. Different people. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call America a melting pot, bro. You see? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And you see that going on now, man. You see people that are trying to get out of the petrodollar by utilizing cryptocurrency, man. You see Russia and China making pacts with one another, and other nations making pacts with those two, man. You see? So people are starting to hate that whore, man, and they're gonna rise up and destroy this place. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city. All you had to do is just read down, man. What great city is it talking about? That great city is talking about this place, man, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. That's right, and that's America, man. Now, America is the place that reigneth over the kings of the earth, man, with its legislation and with the help of NATO and EU, man. You see? So America ain't everywhere, man, and it ain't Rome. Rome doesn't have any power. Uh, 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 um, Babylon is this place, man. You see? Babylon is America the Great, and it's going to be destroyed, man, by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, man. You see? And there's other things that this guy say. This guy said, man, that's, that's off. Call us violent, things of that nature. You know, he said that around 36, let me see. He said that what a reason why the uh the NFL is in the situation that it's in. And this guy has a very effeminate vibration on him too, man. Which is normal, for you so-called white people. So, most I willing was edifying, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, I was very concise with the breakdown, you know what I'm saying, of Revelations, the 17th chapter. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to better understand, I suggest you read, actually listen to the apostle bring it out. You know what I'm saying? This is this apostle and the elder right there, and also the apostle to her, he brought it out also. you know. So most are willing, it was edifying, man. I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, Wahakadash, Rakah. Double honor to the apostles and the elders that rule well, and peace and blessing to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.